Just really neat. Hey, do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let's go. I'm good at this. Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mint Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers, there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure to subscribe so you have a chance to win. I've got, I think, 12 orders going out today, and I was scrolling through them really quick, and it is the quintessential definition of a one-off seller. Just an eclectic mix, nothing is the same, different categories. If you don't know what one-offs are, it's when you are buying to resell an item that you probably will never buy again, never see again, or you're not sourcing regularly. I don't have a niche, I don't sell clothing, I don't sell just books. I'm a one-off seller. Most things I buy, even though books, yes, that's replicated, VHS, yes, I buy those over and over again. I mostly, when I buy something to resell, I have no intention of finding that item again. Sometimes I hope I do, like the pens, but not always. So as you're going through, you'll see my store is about as diversified as you get. In investing, it's true. In sales, it's probably also true that diversification, it will prevent you from a higher upside, but it will prevent a lower downside. So I like that stability. First thing going out is a VHS Golden Book Step Ahead video. Let me try not to make a mess while I do it. Pretty sure it's this one, I hope so. Yeah, Golden Book Step Ahead video from 1987 right there. For that, I got $8.49 free shipping, and that will of course go media mail. Next up, a repeat buyer. I'm assuming they've bought other trolls. This one is a troll doll as well. B3B, and this is a baby crawling troll doll, and it also only has one bunny ear. I put that right in the title, so hopefully that's clear to the buyer, but they did get a significant discount. Those ones are actually about $14.99 free shipping, and they paid $9.99 free shipping. Just put it on an angle. You'll never know the 1 year's gone. Or take the other ear off. Next up, I've been trying to give this away. B2 is the board game Cranium. B2 Cranium, and you'll see it's back in the death zone of backside of B2. I anticipate some of these things on B2 disappearing when we finally do our inventory tonight, but we might save it till the weekend. Right there, Cranium. It's a super fun game. Too adult for the kids yet, so no use of having it here. $7.99 plus shipping. The problem is it's super heavy, so the shipping's expensive. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Play-Doh was gone in that. That's a common thing with the Cranium. Comes with some Play-Doh clay type stuff, and it either dries out or becomes missing. I don't remember. That's been listed a long time. All the board games. I've said a few times, I thought board games were going to be my niche. That's... No, don't do that. Don't do that. Unless you're in a place where you can source high-end board games, where you can go to a lot of flea markets or antique booths, stuff like that. Just your regular board games, that ain't it. Have to keep popping back in and out of the house. Jen's at work, and the kids are at school, but Thea's home, of course. Right now she's doing... For parents out there with young kids, if you don't know what Cosmic Kids Yoga is, it's awesome. It's yoga, but it's like with storytelling and a little bit of animation to kind of keep the kids engaged. But I keep poking my head out there and she's just doing yoga. Toddler doing yoga. It's awesome. Next, DVD set, The King of Queens, the complete series. I think this came in a Mikhail mystery box, and for that DVD set, $22.09, so I paid less than $1 for it. Speaking of Mikhail mystery boxes, B2 miniature wooden doll house pieces. Right back here. All right. And they're in this really high quality bag that I'll probably throw away. But it's 2 chairs and a table. For those, $12.74 free shipping. Keep your eye out for doll furniture. Not even super high quality, it's definitely worth picking up, because if I found that at a garage sale, that's probably in a free box or very cheap. $12.74 free shipping, and that was on sale 15% off. Next up, A2 is a Plantronics travel light headphone with a mouthpiece, microphone type of thing. Let's see what it's got, like a mute button, and I don't know, I think it's for making phone calls. It's got a phone button on it. But for that item right there, $18 free shipping. I took a significant offer. I think it was $24.99 free shipping. Here's a good one. A5 Sears Craftsman Nail Tool Apron A5. And it is a new, came with suspenders, tool belts, leather tool belts, shockingly expensive. This one right here, I got at an estate sale. I think they had 10 or 15, I think it was 15 bucks, might have been 10 bucks, but I was there on half off day, so either 5 or 7.50 is what I paid for it, somewhere in that range. And I got 55.24 plus shipping. That was also 15% off, but that's great. Love to see that. Next up, C1 is a Novak Second Ando. It's a electronic chess set, and this we could not find an exact comp to. We could find the brand. I'm aware that electronic chess sets have decent value, so we priced it up. I think we priced it $49.99 plus shipping, but then took an offer, or I countered an offer, $34.99 plus shipping. I think that came in a Macau mystery box, but I don't know. If it did, that means I paid under $1, around $1, something like that. But that's great. From 1988, so that's vintage. Working its way towards antique. Next up, ooh, it's my favorite, you know it. B3, it's a vintage Parker pen. So I will grab the whole box. Should be easy to find because it is getting quite thin. Black, silver tone. My assumption is this one. I will double check, of course, but I think that's it. Yep, that's the one right there. $34.99 was the original list price. I took an offer, $25 free shipping. That is, in everyone's book, a significant discount from $35 free ship to $25 free ship. But I mentioned, and I'm sticking to it, I'm getting that sell-through rate up. I've never had an issue finding stuff. Right now it's slow to find stuff to sell, but it's neither here nor there. That's never a problem. So I don't need to be a storage unit. I need to be a place that sells stuff. I don't care if I have 0 things on my shelves. If I list 10 things and 10 things sell that day, that's great. I could do that to the end of time. That would be great. That means money is immediately coming back into my pocket that I can immediately put back in the business, put into my house, put into my family. I'm not a storage unit. Next up, C4 is a Corningware twisted handle. C4 right here. Now this, I would not call a one-off. This, I would call a bolo. I see these fairly often. I pick them up often. I've sold, it's probably getting up to the 10 plus range of those. $9.34 free shipping. It's not a ton of money, but you get them for 25 cents to $1. There's profits there. Next up is a game, Portal 2 from Microsoft Xbox. And this would be worth a little more, but this is just a printed off insert. It's not the original insert. I also don't think this is the original case. Actually, I know it's not because it's not the right color. And for that, $8.49 free shipping. I think I sent out an offer on that one. And then last thing going out today, C3A. It's 2 doll wigs. C3A 26. C3A. Oh, C3A. That got me worried. 26 right here. 2 very little. Oh, these are baby. 7, 8 dark brown and 6, 7 black. Which the dark brown and the black on doll wigs always seems basically the same. But for those two, $10.19 free shipping. So this is what I mean, one-offs. This is about as eclectic as it gets. Yes, these would be considered in the toy category together. You know, maybe these would be considered in the doll category together. But you're talking kitchenware, office, games. I guess those all fit into games. Technically, media, these would be in the same. But I like to spread it out. Keeps my job interesting. Keeps me from being bored. except for right now when I'm about to take my light and my photo station, put it in my kitchen, and list books and books and books so I can still watch my baby and do my job. And now it's time for tip of the day. And the tip of the day is don't ignore the small changes because they're small. And what I mean by that, I have many examples, but one in particular that was sticking in my head today is poly bags. They have this little plasticky strip that holds back the glue that sticks to the poly bag. What I was finding is every, I don't know, third or fourth one would stick to me. The static electricity, it would stick to me, and I'd have to wave my hand and get frustrated. And it was a minor hiccup in my day, but it was something that was happening consistently over and over and over and over again. So all I did was go, okay, how do I stop this from happening? It's not that complicated. If I flick my hand hard enough, it always comes off. So now I don't wait for it to get stuck. Every time I peel one off, I flick my hand hard to let go of it, and now I've eliminated that issue. That's a very small incremental amount of time that I'm saving in my process. But if you add something up like that I do over and over and over again every single day, extrapolate that out over years, I'm probably saving hours of my life just by doing something different in my process. So if you notice something in your process that seems to be slowing you down, look out for those. Keep an eye out for it, see if you can adjust, and if you do enough of those, it actually does make a significant difference. Another one is my computer. It's super slow. It is an antique. I had that computer in like 2005, I think. Maybe 2007 I bought it, somewhere in that range. So it's an antique. Not an actual antique, you know what I mean. So when I go and I print a label and I go to move to the next listing or I go to do something else, there's always a lag. So what I do is I look at the pile of stuff I'm packing and I go, okay, what am I going to need next? Am I going to need a number 7? Am I going to need a poly bag? Am I going to need a one piece of small bubble wrap? And I grab that and I put it there and I go back to the computer and I do the next step. And I don't let that small lag in my day actually slow my day down. I work my way around it so that that doesn't exist. One of my favorite ones, I use this especially if I'm in a hurry, don't let your hands stop moving. If you find that you are stopping, pick something up that's next. Help yourself on the next step. Some people aren't really great at that. It'll get them confused, discombobulated, out of their process. That's fine. If that's who you are, don't even worry about it. It would take up more of your time to do those things because it would throw you off of your normal flow. But for me, that doesn't bother me at all, and it saves me a ton of time in the long run. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.